There's three guys sitting at a table and they're arguing about the Guinness World Records. And one first guy says, I think I'm the fastest man in the world. So they goes out, times his 40 and sends it into the Guinness Book of World Records. Second guy says, I think I'm the tallest guy in the world. So he goes out, he gets himself measured, sends it all officially into the books and has them measure himself. Third guy says, actually, I think I have the smallest dick in the world. I don't think anybody has a smaller dick than me. So he goes out, gets his dick measured, gets it all sent into the Guinness Book of World Records. The first guy gets it back and says, yeah, damn, I'm the fastest man in the world. I knew it. There was no doubt in it. Second guy gets it back and says, yep, I knew it. I'm the tallest guy in the world. I never had a doubt about it. Then the third guy gets it back and he says, who the fuck is Comic Man Andy?
Damn! Yes. That was fantastic. That was the best.
Yo, Marcus, did you get that from the Kelsey Bros?
Learning. You can't just do. Any artist that just does is not going to become an artist. He has to learn at least half of the day, or he can't become an artist. And I'm telling you, that's a rule. Later on in life, when he becomes successful and he's selling stuff like hotcakes and he's learned all the methods that he's going to use, yeah, maybe he can draw all day. When he's trying to become that, minimum half the day has to be spent learning, doing the hard stuff. And let me just tell you guys, you have to do the hard stuff. Discipline.
It's my greatest dream come true. Welcome to the Hotel Hell. Check-in time is now, check-out time is never.
And, you know, I'll be looking at asses and shit, and I seen little yoga pants coming out the nail salon. So I peeped the ass out, and I was like, damn, she thick as fuck. Turn around, TT. I was like, damn, nigga, what you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass. The sun is still out, my nigga, and it was just, I mean, that's the whole.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and we are back for another FOC and chill. Link is in the chat for anybody that wants to jump on and stop this FOC train. Oh, we already got an early joiner here. Cliff is in the hizzy, double cheeked up on a Tuesday night. What is going on? How you doing, Cliff? What's up with you?
Oh my goodness, I am all the things. All the things.
Oh, well, I can't wait to get into this. But before we do that, let's get into this chat. We got the homie Las Cruces in here bright and early, showing some love. Appreciate you as always, my man. Steve White is here as well. Great show tonight with Gary B and the 1011. C Bizzle was on there. He was in the hizzle. Always a good time over there. We got my comic book brother, Scotty Vaughn 82 in the house. What's up, man? I always appreciate you showing some love. Thank you for coming through. My brother, Fatty Boom Batty John Stout, couldn't stick around, but did show up and show some love here. And I was thinking, reading this post, I was like, look, man, you guys don't ever say sorry for not being here. I do this because you might want to be here, or you might be able to be here. Everybody has more important things than a YouTube show about comic books or whatever this show is. So I understand that fully. It's just cool that you might be here, man. So all good, man. Definitely take care of what you need to take care of. We got John's Comics with Kids in the house, or John's Comics with, the ghost kids, the absent kids, not really so much the kids. We got Eli G in the house. What up, Eli G? Good to see you, my man. DVH is here from across the pond. Appreciate you taking the time to join us tonight. As always, we've got officially unofficial geek in the house. What's up, Carrie? Good to see you always. We got Brian LCS in the house, and we might as well shout out a couple of his things. We got the CBC awards that are going right now, and I'm gonna be cocky. I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna say, hey, vote for me, nominate me for ongoing series for FOC and Chill. I think that would be real cool if you did that. And hey, if you got time, you might throw Cliff in there as well. Just don't, if I could be there, don't vote for him. Put me, not him, obviously. But if there's no way you can put me there, then you might put Cliff there.
What an endorsement!
We also I got my books in. The Doctor is in. I have not got a chance to read this yet, but because I am just consumed with college football right now, I'm putting together my dynasty. We have 30 members right now, so there's only 2 open spots for this thing. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy amounts of work, actually. I'm kind of stressed about it, but also looking forward to it, man. Going to be a good time, but have not been posting on Instagram as much. Been a little busy, but I have got The Doctor in the house, and I did get the 3 variants. Excited to jump in on that, man. Definitely pumped about that. So shout out to Brian. Great job on the Kickstarter. The books look great. They feel great. And I can't wait to dig in on it real soon. It might not be that soon, honestly, man. I've got to win this first national title, man. It's very important. I at least want to be in the playoff if I can. Please, come on, let's do it. But what up, Brian? Good to see you, my man. Thanks for coming through. We got my comic book dad, Lorenzo, aka Indie Comics and Reviews. I'll be hanging out with him tomorrow night for the New Comic Book Day show, as usual, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We got the homie Kyle in the house. What's up, Kyle? Good to see you, my man. Thank you for joining us. We also got Frog Brawler in the house, who actually joined my college football dynasty. So he's gotten a chance to see how mean my friends are to me. And I guess he's also seen how mean I am to my friends. So I guess it does go both ways. But it's been real cool having him in there, man. Excited for the season. Should be a good time. Who else we got in here? Is that everybody? Oh, I think that. Oh, we got Beckerman. What's up, my brother? Always good to see the homie Beckerman. We've got Durs in the house. Can't stay, but definitely took the time to say what's up, and I appreciate that, man. What's up, Durs? Always good to see you, my man. Lucky it's not. I don't know if lucky is the word, brother. Lucky, I don't know you. But I'm sad. It would have been cool to have you in there as well, man. We got my homie Digger Jim 720 in the house. What's up, Jim? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining us. We got Phil. He got in my brain there. We got Phil, the homie. Never enough Phil's here. What's up, man? Good to see you, man. Santino hasn't. I mean, he's got a little piece of Santino. Santino had a somewhat racist poll already in the chat. So Frog, Santino's really not racist. It was just a joke, but yeah, he's getting a taste of the homies behind the scenes. People thought that Frog was Beckerman, actually, but no, it's not Beckerman. It's Frog. But anyway, Kyle, what's up, my man? Thank you for joining me, man. How you doing?
Man, this guy awful Papa really likely.
Oh, Papa the homie, man. That's what's up, man. Good to see you. Oh, we got Sequential Geek in the house. What's up? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We got the immortal Biggie Shaq in the
Yeah.
Good to see you. We got Kyle moves quick. Don't sleep on him, man. We got C Bizzle in the Hizzle. Great show tonight with Gary B, man. Always a good time over there, man. Great books, great show. Well, that is the end of the chat. Do we have any drama this week to talk about? I haven't been plugged into anything, honestly. So I don't really know what's going on in the comic book world right now. You guys tell me what's popping these days, man.
I just can't wait till next Thursday.
This Thursday or next Thursday?
The new Batman show starts.
It's always DC with you, man. It's all so you don't want. I thought you were talking about this Thursday with Deadpool coming out. My tickets are set. We're going 9:30.
I want to talk about it after, but I have to wait till it comes out.
Well, the Batman hasn't come out yet, right? So, I'm excited. I'm saying though, I'm excited for Batman too. That sounds dope. But this week we finally have Deadpool. I'm super excited about it. I hope that he brings it. I have a huge amount of faith in Ralph.
I'm all upset.
I have a huge amount of faith in Ryan Reynolds. He seems to have his pulse on the culture in certain ways. Expect you saw that with Mint Mobile and how he sold that for a crazy amount of money. I just think he has his finger on the pulse of things, and he's definitely going to deliver. And I can't wait to see. What's up, Carrie? Thank you for joining us. What's going on with you?
Somebody mentioned Batman, so of course I was.
No, here comes the DC talk. Talk about it then.
Batman.
I am so excited about that. One of the things that I'm most excited about is it looks like from some of the previews that Catwoman is going to have like one of my favorite costumes.
Oh, which one is this?
Like the purple and green.
It's kind of a classic look.
Yeah, Silver Age.
Like there's a Jenny Frison cover with that suit, right? That I love, like Catwoman, like 35 or 36 or something.
Man, it is. I love that look, like especially like because you guys know like the deal. Like she wasn't used for like around a decade, and then like she comes back and she has like the purple and green outfit, and I love that outfit.
That what is that coming out on?
Next Thursday, August 1st.
Yeah. On Prime.
What's streaming? Prime? Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. How did they get DC? I thought DC was on HBO.
You know, I was surprised at that as well, but I guess I think it's Bruce Timm has to do with it, and it wasn't working out to put it on any other platform, so Amazon Prime snatched that up.
Oh, I wouldn't be
it's because
Prime snatched up that Spider-Man Noir too.
What up, Shop? Good to see you, homie. Iowa football. I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking how Amazon Prime is like, I will catch all your drippings and make a home out of it. You know?
Yeah. For the longest time, I thought that Google was Skynet, but now I think it's Amazon.
Oh, of course.
It was going to be on Mac, but Mac can go. That's why it's on Amazon Prime.
I'm for it, man. Everybody has it. Who here has an Amazon Prime membership? Does everyone here have one?
I will.
Yeah. Are you going to get it for so it's causing you to get one, right? Is that what you're saying?
I'm one of those people like that will jump around. Like I don't keep a set amount of streaming services. I jump around, right? So like I have Hulu through my phone plan, right? And Netflix and Max right now. But when it comes down to it, I'm gonna probably throw Prime in there and probably.
Well, Prime is a must, not just for the TV, but like for all the other stuff.
Well, the actually, to be completely honest with you, like Prime, I usually sign up for Prime kind of closer to the holidays, because then I'll just start buying all the stuff that I need to off of Prime and everything like that, because I do not do the crowd's holiday shopping.
Well, it's a yearly membership, right? Can you do non-yearly? I didn't.
You can do month to month.
I did not know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they be getting you. I hate it when that bill comes due. I'll tell you what.
Holidays are brutal. But I do get Amazon every year. I just do the annual. You know, I consider a gift to myself, and that helps me give to others. You know, and I also convince myself that too with YouTube Premium. So like these are the lies I tell myself to get through the year, and.
Oh yeah, I remember. I have that Friendly app as well. Do you guys know about that one?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Friendly app. Okay, so like it is an app that I found that you can get MeTV on that, and like they have the History Channel and a bunch of other stuff that I don't even bother with.
Yeah, the History Channel doesn't have history anymore. Don't get me started. That's something I identify with Senator Chuck Grassley from South Carolina. Or is it South Carolina? No, he's not South Carolina. Where's Chuck Grassley? Iowa, I think he's from. Anyway, he gets fired up about how the History Channel is not history anymore, and I do too.
That's a bummer. It seriously is. But like, I get it for the Me TV network and the Me TV Tunes network that's new, because I love classic tunes. It's basically what Boomerang used to be, like way back.
What up, Carlito? I love classic Looney Tunes. What classic tunes are you watching on there?
On this channel, you get classic Looney Tunes, classic Tom and Jerry.
Love
it. Baby Huey cartoons all the time.
They took a lot of that. Is that a lot of that stuff considered not good for kids because of the violence now? I know that a lot of the Looney Tunes are considered adult on HBO Max. Like the kids can't watch it on their profile. You can only watch it on an adult profile. And I was trying to figure out why. Like some of it is obvious. Some of it is like the racism stuff. But like some of it just must be violence or something. It must be the guns or something.
Yeah, because they just whip the guns like, you know, it's like, oh,
man, right. Man, I turned out all right. Come on now. I think that I let my kids watch it. I'm terrible probably, but and they love Looney Tunes. They don't watch it all the time, but they do like it.
I love the Looney Tunes. My favorite is Sylvester the cat.
I think that. I can't do it very close.
I always love the ones where they did the futuristic homes and stuff.
Yes.
They would go through and show you all these gadgets and stuff from the future. I always loved those. Those were always great.
But you know what's really cool about this channel is it also has like old the Ghostbusters cartoon.
I don't remember that one.
From the 80s.
The real Ghostbusters?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And also like it has the Elf cartoon. Remember that, guys?
Where he lived on Melmac?
Yes.
Oh God, here we go. He mentions the hot button issue with Looney Tunes, which is Pepe.
Yeah, it had that.
Pepe Le Pew was a victim of Me Too and people not really understanding the point of Pepe Le Pew.
What the thing is like I can understand kind of where people are coming from, except for the fact that there's the idea that and some people are fine with this idea and some people aren't, the being of its time, and I think that is a factor. Like, society has changed to the point where society has gotten better about that sort of thing. However, like, we can't change the fact that at its core, Pepe Le Pew is about him misunderstanding that Penelope Pussycat is not actually a skunk.
What up? Nate's here and there. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us. He sells barbecue sauce on Prime. Check my man out. That's what's up. Are we talking vinegar based, tomato based? What kind of barbecue sauce are we talking here?
Or a variety?
Yeah.
I love the Pepe Le Pew cartoon where Penelope gets all stinking and starts chasing him, and he's like, "Oh no, and she's just like, "No, I'm giving you a taste. I'm giving you a taste."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Pepe Le Pew, the thing about him is like, and I don't want to get into the cultural war aspect of Pepe Le Pew because I respect people who think that he should have been canceled, but I just think that the point of he was not something that was ideal. We weren't supposed to be what he was.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same idea of like when Me Too and the George Floyd movement and all these things started happening with being woke and everything like that, which, believe me, I'm a very woke person. I mean, just follow me on Instagram, follow me on social media. I am. But it's like the idea of like Always Sunny in Philadelphia is Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, those people are absolutely horrible. They're not meant to be idolized, or they're not meant to you're not meant to try and emulate what they're doing. They are supposed to be horrible people.
Yeah, we're not going to cancel the show because one of them did something terrible. I mean, that's
That's
it's
the plot.
understood what they are. Yeah.
Well, listen, as it is, Hulu pulled all of their Lethal Weapon episodes down, and then they made an episode about how they want to make a politically correct Lethal Weapon because the library took all their episodes, took all their Lethal Weapon movies out, right? And then they're like, well, we need to actually hire a genuine, like, we have to hire like a real, like, African-American actor. So they're like, oh, there's this guy in the theater, we'll hire him. Well, the actor that they pick is the dude that played Alvin on the Cosby Show, right? So now, of course, he's just playing a regular dude.
Elvin, you mean?
Elvin, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Alvin. Okay, gotcha.
As I probably was thinking of Alvin the Chipmunks. So they grab Elvin. You know, also my toothache is destroying my face and my mind and my neurology. So saying how to get him, right? And he's wonderful. He's got one little scene. They're like, oh my God, this guy can act, right? So they go to they cut ahead to the debut of what they think is their movie, right? But no, this guy covertly was filming them trying to film this movie correctly, and he called his documentary White Saviors.
Oh God.
Anyhow, one of my favorite episodes of all time.
Oh man, we're not gonna. This sounds like a direction I don't want to go. I don't know what he's talking about.
I think he might be misunderstanding the point I was trying to make, and that's fine. He can do that if he likes.
Sometimes that happens. It's easy for. It's one thing in my older age is I think I'm so clear in my language, and the older I get, I realize no matter how clear you are, there's always room for misunderstanding and miscommunication.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I make no qualms about it. I am a card-carrying feminist, woke bitch.
Okay. No, not that.
But I mean, and you could either love me or hate me, but that's exactly my viewpoint, and that's fine. And I can either coexist with you, and still be me, and you be you, and interact when we need to, or no.
You know, as long as the thing that I would say about that is like, there's people who are part of the culture war. Not part of it, but they have a side and they're concerned about it and things of that sort. And that's fine. But I think the thing that we've lost in that culture war is that we don't respect each other. When you see
empathy,
when you see those people talk to each other, they don't respect each other. It's not a point of talking to each other. It's a point of just trying to hurt each other's feelings. And that's just not worthwhile.
I think that when we reach a point where empathy has and feeling empathy and delivering sympathy and empathy has bounds and lines, then that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, I think, I just choose not to participate. But man, this election is, I don't want to get into it, but man, this shit is crazy.
we like, seriously,
I can't believe
me.
it. This stuff is happening in my lifetime. I cannot believe it. It's crazy.
Can we get through a week without some momentum or like historical moment? Like,
I feel like everybody's ho-hum about it. Like a presidential candidate got shot at, and I feel like we should be losing our minds about it. And it's just like, all right, next week, oh, Joe Biden's out. It's like, what the hell? This is crazy. Oh man, what's up, Cliff? What do you got?
Let's think about this.
I'm trying desperately to.
We can be grown-ups without getting mad about it, man. I mean, I really would like for that. Like, we don't have to be.
I have my fury level is small, right? It goes from Cliff to Hulk Cliff, Magneto Cliff, and Dark Phoenix Cliff, right? So
there's not enough comic book people, man. We've got to keep that tin open.
Right, exactly. So I choked down all the shit until, like, sometimes you'll just see me not being able to choke it, and then Marcus is in the comments being like, "Stop triggering Cliff. How come I can clearly see it, but you can't, you dumbass?"
Yeah,
but like.
Well, some people see they're triggering you and they're like, game on. I mean, there's certain situations where I will be like,
but they don't know. They don't know.
Game on.
It's going to go badly for them.
There are people that prefer to do that to people.
I mean, that's the troll in me, right? If I like that might be what I want.
There are people that their whole like, you know, like it's like a sport to them. Like, how quickly can I troll certain people? And it's like, yeah, whatever. Either I get provoked and I go off, but you know what? Here's the thing. And I don't know if this is true for Cliff or anyone else like me. Sometimes when somebody else is having fun trying to troll me, oh, believe me, I'm probably having fun going at you.
Yeah, I can tell that you do have fun with it. It's true. It is true. I mean, that's the thing. When you see these people trying to hurt each other's feelings, they're both having fun. You know,
it's kind of like, oh, okay, are we going there? Are we doing this? Okay.
I don't think it's. I used to have fun, but I don't have fun.
So I've been finding random comics that I own that I forget that I own, and here's one that I forgot that I own, and it's signed by Ryan Otley.
Ooh, that's lovely.
So that's fun. And,
I'm gonna say, before you get this clip, I'm gonna take the soapbox here because he said something that makes me want to make a point here. Is that I think this is what it's really about.
Mm-hmm.
And the point that the story I want to tell is, there was I think it was This American Life. It was called The Other Mr. President, and it told the story about how Putin came to power and how there was these bombings and things that happened in Russia when he came to power. And there's these conspiracy theories revolving around it. And then he came to power and he took over basically the democracy in this way where it's an illusion of democracy. He's really controlling all sides, the left, the right, all sides are controlled by Putin. And I was like, I remember just being fascinated by this story. And I highly recommend it if you find it. I'm pretty sure it's This American Life, The Other Mr. President.
That would be PBS, wouldn't it?
NPR. But one of the things that I have slowly come to realize over the time is that America's not any different. We're not any different. But it's not one strong man that's controlling everything. It's super rich corporations that are controlling everything. And they control all sides. Your side, the other side, the people you're cheering for, and the people they hate, they control all of it. And it's not any fucking different. Go listen to that shit.
And the thing is, society is built in a way that it's like it's unavoidable. It's unavoidable.
Charade. That's what I've come to realize. It's all a charade, man. It's not real. It's an illusion of democracy. And I really have come to believe that. All right. Mark's here to say something about that. What you got?
So weighing in on all this political stuff, I just got off an 1.5-hour meeting for C3, and it's just important to tell y'all in terms of politics, we are once again asking for your help. We are at the stage for Comics Curing Cancer where we need everybody to reach into their collections, into their friends' collections, into your LCS's collection. Tell everybody about C3 because we're at the stage where we're looking for key comics, slabs, short runs, stuff like that. We've got we put out the call a couple weeks ago for the art aspect of it. Now we're calling for the comic aspect of it. So we're going to be getting all of our ducks in a row, but we need to see some inlines coming in from that. So we're going to be putting the bat symbols up. We're going full Bernie Sanders, and we're once again asking for your donations.
Yeah, it's going to be very important. I'm definitely going to be digging in to see what kind of slab. I got too many damn slabs anyway, so it shouldn't be too hard to give some away.
Well, slabs are great. Minor keys, it's good to have like those people that just, I don't even know where they come from with these major keys. We always get a few of like the books that are really great to really show people that what's come in because it inspires other people as well as it gets people to the auctions and stuff like that. But thank you to everyone who's donated previously and plan on donating now and all that. And even just like sharing out the C3 page and letting people know like we're looking for book donations at this point.
And there's the C3 page right there, Instagram.com, Comics Curing Cancer. Get plugged in if you're not already plugged in.
You gotta get plugged.
hit them up and do what you can. Look in your collection, man. You don't need all those damn comics. See what you got. See what you can donate. It's for a good cause. We got one vote for FOC, the man, the myth, the legend, Flash by Night. I hear he's a big deal on TikTok. How you doing, man? What's up, TJ?
I'm pretty good, but before we make FOC great again, get you a mug. Get you a C3 mug. Get you a C3 cup. Get you a C3 hat or a shirt or something.
And the official 2023 merch will be coming up real soon as well. There's merch year round, but we always try to do something that's unique to that year as well. So that's all I got. TJ, love you. Carrie, good seeing you. Kyle, what's up? Cliff, hey bud. Marcus, see y'all later.
Before you go, who are you voting for?
Oh, do we want to go there?
Mark should be voting for me in every category that I am available for in the CBCA. That's
just
all
kidding.
that
Don't answer that question, Mark. I'm
sticking with
fucking
my
kidding.
original vote. I don't care how many times anyone changes candidates out. Hecklefish for president 2024.
Let's go. What's up, Mark? Thanks for joining us, man. Check out Legion of Comics on YouTube. Always a good time over there. Live streams on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and everything in between.
Should I send that in for the auction?
Lovely.
Should I send that in for the auction?
I don't know. Does that qualify?
It doesn't, but everybody knows. Everybody knows what it. Everybody knows. Everyone who knows me knows what it is. So it might fetch some money for Cox Curing Cancer. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, worth the try. So Bleeker's up there with his popcorn watching the Olympics of the electoral.
The real Olympics starts Friday, does it not?
We got Swagged in the house. What's up, homie? Good to see you.
That depends. When does the Olympic breakdancing start? That's when the Olympics start.
Listen, man, you want Olympic breakdancing, you need to start a movement and get people together. You know?
Did I hear that Snoop Dogg is in the Olympic team?
He's doing something. He's if anything happens that more than 50 people know about nationwide, Snoop Dogg is somewhere around there.
He's carrying the torch before the ceremony.
Oh, he is?
He's carrying it in the final stretch, yes. Oh my God, I love it. Snoop Dogg in Paris, lighting the freaking Olympic thing.
It's crazy to think about the evolution of Snoop Dogg, because I'm old enough to remember when mainstream will say, how do I put it? But mainstream, like PC culture will say, hated Snoop Dogg. Remember when he was the murder was the case that we gave me time of?
When did people ever hate Snoop Dogg?
Oh, when he was like, there was back when hip hop and rap was a problem, you know, and he was like, it's not about rap. It's not about rappers.
So that's the difference.
It is about those thugs.
Okay, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
First off,
you show your age, sir.
First off, I don't recall that being something that I particularly looked at. So I always thought that Snoop Dogg, Tupac, all those people were great artists, and you know, sometimes people write for the community that they're in, and that's
the times have changed, my friend. Yeah, they're definitely not the same as then, but hip hop was not nearly as mainstream back then as it is now.
But I do remember Murder Was the Case and all those things, and yeah, I remember all that, and I think that it's just really freaking cool that he's going to be involved in.
Pretty much.
Did he do it? I don't think he did it. But even if he did,
he said he's innocent. So, you know.
That's wrong.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Snoop came out. Oh man, I remember. Obviously, the Chronic. That was a moment. I mean, I'm really showing my age now, man. Let's not go there. What else? Who's locked in for Deadpool? I'm Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Me and the homies are going. Beckerman had better plans, so he's not going to be with us this time.
I had Deadpool Thursday, but family plans changed. I'm going to try to get it in before Sunday.
Get your priorities straight. What else, Cliff?
I'll be there alone, chilling and thrilling to Deadpool.
Kyle?
I'm going to wait till Deadpool comes out either on Prime or Disney Plus, so I can watch it with my sister.
That's crazy talk. You gotta go to the theater, man. Let's go. Come on, we gotta support our theaters.
It's kind of hard when you don't really have a van at work.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. Things are difficult, but they should make it easier for you because I think everyone should experience this one in the theater. We got to support the theater experience. I fear that it's not always going to be here, honestly. So I bought my tickets for me and the homies. We're going to be there. And I think everyone else, if you're into it, if you're not, oh, well. Carrie, are you in or not? What's up? Are you in?
I'm experiencing some car issues, so it's kind of up in the air if I'm going to be doing it this weekend, but
you will do it eventually. Yeah, car issues are the worst, man.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like I'm going to have to dig into the pocketbook and get a different one.
Not a car payment. No. That's the worst. My car is paid off and I have zero plans. I'm riding this thing till the wheels fall off.
Well, we've almost gotten to that point. So
say that again, Carrie.
We've almost gotten to that point.
Yeah.
There's just iffy transmission issues. So
I just got mine paid off late last year, and my transmission decided to die maybe a month or so ago, and I just happened to splurge for the extended warranty for the car, and so yeah, I was the worst part about it was when I reported it and I turned it into the dealership because it's a Ford. I turned it to the Ford dealership, and he came back and gave me the estimate. And he's like, it's like $4,000 something. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've got like the top of the line premium best you can offer warranty. Like, check this and check that, and he checked it again, and he said my stuff still didn't count. Like, what do they mean? And it turns out they were having the computer error, so I was freaking out for like 2 hours until they found out what the issue was.
That's crazy. And Frog says he paid off his car and went a month before he got a new one, which, Frog, I think you might be making money, so you might be fine, but that is an incredible waste of money. Cars are an incredible waste of money. You don't
coincidentally, I'm also looking for new employment. I still have my current employment, but I need to be making a lot more.
Yeah, ain't that the truth, sister? I know a lot of us feel that way. Daymare's out here living the life, 4 paid off and only 2 drivers. What's up? I don't think you need to. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I live in Indianapolis if you want to give one of those up.
Wife says we want to go to the movie theaters before they're gone. And I can rattle off. It's real, man. It really is real. Theaters are struggling. They don't really make. I was reading about this, and I didn't fact check it, so I don't know how much is true. But I was reading that they don't really make their money off the tickets for the movies. They make their money off the concession stands.
Yeah,
so
I think the first week. I think the studios take 90% of the ticket sales the first week. And I think 80 the second week and down and down. So yeah, the first week they only get like 10% of the ticket sales.
Yeah.
The theaters do.
So after I learned that, I've really focused and I spend money on the popcorn and all that. And it's insane how much it costs. But
right.
It's the older I get, the more I have this attitude. You got to support the things you want to see. That's why I spend stupid amounts of money in comics. That's why, and I'm starting to spend money in movie theaters. Like, if you want to see these things stay around, it's got to make money, man, and it's got to make your money. It's very simple. So when Snoop came to the UK for the first time, the Sun's newspaper headline was "Send this evil bastard back." See, thank you, DVH. Thank you. And it wasn't just them. There was a lot of them.
Like the Sun newspaper has room to talk.
I mean, but there was a lot like that.
No, they're a nightmare. They've always been a nightmare.
Towing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had to upgrade. I got you. You had to get that manliness. Well, stop buying new ones after this one then. Definitely buy it, pay it off, and then ride it till it's dead. That's the way you do it.
There is outlet that you like, but I'm looking forward to watch the new Captain America next year.
Yeah, it's forever away, but Captain America 4. Is it 4? It's 4, right?
Yes.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I'm really excited. And I've heard people say that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is better watched the second time. So I was thinking about going back and watching that. And I saw someone praising the speech at the end and saying it was a better speech the second time, which I don't know if I believe that, but I think I might give it a try.
I don't know. First of all, I thought I was thrilled watching it the first time, and I'm looking around like, what is wrong with everybody?
I liked it. Oh, I loved it the first time. I thought the speech was whack at the end, but other than that, I loved it.
I didn't think the speech was that whack. I think the speech was like.
I think the speech was on brand.
It was terrible, dude. It was so bad.
I like the speech, but you can pick out the parts where people may cringe up a little bit. But I didn't mind the speech, but then I didn't mind a lot of the show. Like I didn't mind the Flag Smashers and what they were kind of fighting for, even though they murdered people and blew up buildings. But I understood where they were coming from.
That was the good thing about this show, though. Actually, is it was kind of a thing where you understood both sides. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. And so I liked the show overall. I didn't mind the speech.
And I kind of agree with
Flash by Night. Rad Art. Okay.
Yeah,
the Flag Smashers, they did make it lame. It's very true.
I thought that was very on brand for what should be happening in the current.
Yeah, but we should have had an actual Flag Smasher guy. I felt like.
Well, the thing is like you're with that kind of concept where you're directly taking from what's going on in the world. You're either going to be completely on brand with that, or people are going to be happy, or they're going to be completely upset with it.
Also, technically, the quote unquote villain as we went along was actually John Walker. That was your actual villain.
I beg to differ. John Walker is just a misunderstood fella. It's my West Coast Avengers homie. I actually love John Walker, and him wearing the black suit at the end makes the show for me.
That is your West Coast bias.
Oh, I love me some John Walker.
Some of my West Coast bias, but he wasn't the true villain of this scenario.
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
well, I mean, the true villain was kind of the government, but
I was gonna say the real villain is the government and the rich.
Yeah.
And then the shadow villain is our homegirl, Miss Carter.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
and we never even did anything with that, man. They better do something with that.
What you got movies coming up? Let it sit there and hopefully
marinate here.
Hopefully we get back. Hopefully we get back to it. Oh.
I think it would have been great if she was a fucking Skrull.
Yeah, I don't like that she's the power broker. I don't like it at all. So I'm hoping that they have a way out of that. But we'll see.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, didn't love her being the power broker because I like her and she's Sharon Carter's niece, and the Carter family is better than this.
I wanted something surprising, something exciting. And when it was just her, it was like, no, that's boring. That's not.
I keep telling people the Carters are great, but they keep telling me Jay-Z and Beyonce have problems. I don't know.
Well, Jay-Z, if we want to go there, how does a man cheat on Beyonce?
Boredom.
The same way they cheated on Halle Berry. The same way they cheated on probably. Has anybody cheated on Janet Jackson? Men find ways to cheat on anything.
It's when you're cheating. It's never about what you have. It's never.
Yeah.
about what you have.
Yeah, men that are going to cheat are going to find a way, and they're going to find a reason. And you can be stellar and spectacular, but if that avenue is there in his head, he's going to go for it.
Yes.
In my opinion, that show could be a little bit longer.
I agree. I wouldn't mind a little bit more. I wouldn't mind seeing some Winter Soldier stuff. That'd be interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely down with Winter Soldier stuff.
Women don't cheat. What are you talking about?
Women are a higher percentage of cheater than men. Let's review.
I'm kidding.
Let's talk about
it.
Women are just better.
I'm over here.
Wait, hold on. Go back to that comment to say, don't be sexist. Women do too. Did I say that?
I don't know if he was talking about you necessarily, was he?
Okay. I'm like, please do not mistake this.
Daymare's had a very simple answer though, and this was the correct.
I mean, this is
Phil's Treehouse is speaking the truth, because that ratio, that chart, the hot to crazy chart, is absolutely spot on for men and for women. If they are super freaking hot, that's why I'm a revenge culinary specialist. If they're super freaking hot, the crazy ratio is not far behind. The hottest dude I ever had was.
Whoa, Keon, this is blasphemy. All right, this will get you banned. This at least get you time.
I have to say, like,
that kind of slander is not going to be accepted. Don't you dare.
Do not besmirch the name of Miss Queen Bee Beyonce.
Don't forget that her body is still bootylicious.
She fine with or without. It's kind of toxic. No. We do not disparage fine ass women like that.
I agree on that one. I do too.
Transformers and G.I. Joe. I was debating the Transformers. Was it year one? I'm debating. I don't know.
Transformers one. What? So Izzy is. I think Izzy is going to see it tonight.
Yeah, you saw. Is it tonight? I know he was going to an early viewing.
I think I saw on IG where he says it's tonight. So I have one or two non-spoilery questions I need to ask. I just want to know if it's 100% kids, or do we get the Megatron turn and the Sinister turn somewhere in this movie?
At the end, at least, right? You got to get it. That'll set it up nice. That makes me want to watch it. Just the prospect of getting that.
Because your average general person doesn't know about Megatron actually being a good. Megatron was actually a civil rights activist pretty much before he got too much power and didn't get what he wanted and turned evil. But before then, he was fighting for workers' rights and fighting against the government and all kinds of stuff. And then he just went too far.
I mean,
I do want a G.I. Joe and Transformers movie.
Yeah, I assume that's coming up soon. I want a good standalone G.I. Joe movie first. I don't want them to.
Yeah, I think they could easily do it with the Energon stuff that they're building up. They could easily get to it. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no! Go ahead.
No, that was all I was gonna say. You're the Transformers guru here. You'd speak. Tell us about it.
I don't really want to take over. But no, I just so with the two G.I. Joe movies we got, one being okay and one being kind of universally panned. I do want to see them give us a good G.I. Joe movie before they try to cross the two over.
I mean, you're thinking just live action stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm old school. Like, I'm thinking of like the GI Joe cartoon movies as a kid. Like,
well, I mean, if they want to give me the theme song from the original GI Joe movie, they can give me that. That is the greatest intro song ever.
It's so important that they hit us with the original music. You know, when that
Yeah.
X-Men 97 music
Cobra.
Yeah, that nostalgia needs that music, right? It's
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Rad says Snake Eyes was so bad. I never watched it.
I did. I watched like 15 minutes of it, and like one time when I was going to sleep, and I've never tried to go back.
Yeah, for some reason,
that's like me watching 5 minutes of Love and Thunder and just being like, no.
Yeah, dude. I like the Thor movies, and I like the humor of the Thor movies, but they completely lost me on this one. We've talked about it many times, but yeah,
that's the only one I haven't gone back to rewatch yet. I haven't gone back and watched Guardians 3 yet, but that's because I need tissue for Guardians 3. Thor Love and Thunder I haven't rewatched for a reason.
I rewatched it to see if it could pass my test, and it fails. It fails miserably, and because like I was in the glow of kind of enjoying it the first time I saw it, but then when I put it on the background, I call it the background test, right? And the background test is, am I still passively enjoying the movie in the background, or do I want to jump through the screen and choke somebody? And so I want to jump through the screen and choke somebody, and so it does not pass my test.
Now the test, are you doing like what kind of tasks are you doing in the background? Like, are you working or like what's going on?
I'm cleaning the kitchen. I'm looking at porn. Just all sorts of things. You know?
Normal stuff. Mm-hmm.
Normal stuff, right? So, like, you know, usually if you can make it through those tasks, like, you're good. You're golden. But if you are upsetting me, that it's distracting me from one of those tasks, especially when I'm looking stuff up, then you know you did something very wrong. You did something very wrong.
If you're looking at it like from time to time and just being like, I cannot take you seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm just like I look over and I see something and a scene that makes me really angry. Whereas like I have Spider-Man Homecoming on and I could have that on all the time and I'll just glance over casually and I'm like, oh my God, this movie's so charming, you know, or I'll be like, oh my God, what a great scene. It's like, oh God, I love them. It's like, oh, she's so great. Those are my reactions when I look over at Spider-Man Homecoming. But Thor Love and Thunder, like depending on the moment I look over, I'll be like, that was fun. And I'm like, that's dope. And I'm like, why are you so stupid? Why would you ever do this? How did this go into production? Who is the editor on this film? Yeah, you messed up. I gotta turn this off. Like, so those are my reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago wants to know if any of the G.I. Joe movies are good. I have not. Was The Rock in one of them? I don't even remember.
The Rock was in the second one. Yeah. Retaliation, I think it was. Yeah. The first one for me was a decent action movie. But I like Channing Tatum as Duke and I forget the character Marlon Wayans played, but I like the characters in the first one. The second one, they basically killed off all the spoiler alert. They killed off all the G.I. Joes, including Duke in the second one, just to make Roadblock the main character, who was The Rock.
Listen, I thought the first one was great. Dennis Quaid was General Hawk, Channing Tatum was Duke, Marlon Wayans was Ripcord. You got Joseph Gordon-Levitt playing all sorts of characters. You're not sure who he is from one scene to the next until the big reveal. I love that. I had a great time. It's too bad.
I think people. I don't know if people were split on Cobra Commander's origin story or not. I like it.
Origin story is wild.
But so I was reading in one of the Energon Universe books, and they had the background information for some of the G.I. Joe characters, and apparently in Larry Hama's G.I. Joe, Cobra Commander used to be like a retail salesman or something. I don't know how he got from there to world domination,
Well, you know how it starts.
What's
What
that?
up, K-pop?
If you ever work retail, you know where he comes from.
I get you. I get you. I get you. I mean, I didn't go from McDonald's to world domination though. I don't
There's stair steps like McDonald's.
The Marine Corps called me before I made my turn.
What happens is you get invited to a party for like-minded people.
Yeah.
Then when you show up and go, oh shit, I'm in a Klan meeting, but you decide not to leave. You decide not to leave, right?
Klan
meeting
because they have snacks.
So then, once
I
you
mean, I would be
realize-
fascinated to hear what they're like. What is going on here? What are you guys talking
right.
about?
So then when you're sitting there, right, and everybody is like, "What's up, buddy Klansman? Hi, what's up?" And so like you're there, and then you're absorbing what's going on, and then you're like, "I think I'm smarter than these motherfuckers," and they're already radicalized, right? So the next thing you know, you're at stage 1 of Cobra Commander. And
stage 1.
I love this.
There's all these other crazy mofos out there, right? And then you start meeting people who call themselves the Grand Wizard, and they know a dude here, and they know a dude there, and this one knows that one. And the next thing you know, you just start pulling it all in and implementing it. And the next thing you know, these freaking, 2 German twin brothers just show up and go, "Oh, we can sell you the weapons." And you're like, "Yeah, bitch, show me the weapons." And now you've got your radicalized team, and that's it. It's Cobra. It's world domination. You take over your first freaking town, real quiet and subtle, right?
Maybe Springfield.
Right. Maybe a Springfield, right?
It's got to be Springfield.
Any Springfield.
Frog, this is a thought I often have, actually.
This could be any Springfield, because Springfield could be in Tennessee, it could be in Massachusetts, it could be
Go
anywhere,
for
right?
Illinois. It's right in the middle of everything.
Right, but it could be too obvious,
What up, Papa Willie?
You want the most low-key Springfield, right? But you don't want to draw attention, right? Because when you start hanging them Cobra banners everywhere, that can't be phase 2. It has to be in phase 3, So
Do I remember in Retaliation? Do I remember them rolling the Cobra banners out in front of the White House?
Oh, yeah. No. That was in Rise of Cobra. That was in Rise of Cobra.
Okay, Rise of Cobra. Okay.
Is the Baroness in Snake Eyes, DVH?
No.
I'd like to know. Unfortunately, not DVH, so no reason to watch it, apparently.
He was only in the first G.I. Joe movie.
Ooh, who played her? Was it anybody famous?
Ah.
I'll have to look that up. See what's up on
I don't
that.
remember. I know she's. I don't know if she's canonically Cobra Commander's sister, but she's Cobra Commander's sister.
Yeah.
No. Is she Cobra Commander's sister in that movie?
Yeah. For some reason, the 80s cartoon nostalgia stuff, it just never hit me. That's why I don't buy any Dynamite books.
Sienna Miller.
Oh, is that who I think it is? She is. Oh, no, that's not who I thought it was.
But like she wasn't bicycle also. The only time that she was bicycle was in the first movie.
So the only other place it looks like I've seen her, it looks like she has a nice resume. The only movie I think I've seen her in is 21 Bridges, which is the last movie that Chadwick Boseman did. She was the FBI agent that was in the police, the cricket police pocket.
Oh,
damn!
Rip to Chadwick. I never saw that one. Is it good?
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Check that one out.
It was very good, in my opinion.
There you go. All right. Anything else going on? Should we talk about FOC or we got other things to talk about? How much time are we here?
If you kill.
No, it's what. Actually, no, we're already at an hour. Jeez. Here. All right. FOC time is over. Is there any drama in the comic book world that I missed? I saw there's a new grader coming into the market.
PSA has entered the arena. There is a new challenger.
Does anyone give a shit?
They came correct because I did not read the whole release. So I'm like judging them really hard the other night on Black Crown stream. And then like afterwards, I was like, oh no, should we go live and correct ourselves? No, so Frog, that label is not the final label. They're still in the works. That's just a prototype look. So not only, so they got the prototype look, the new Marvel Heroes and Villains ASICS sneakers that are coming out that come with a graded book will be a PSA graded book, right? So they got the jump on that, right? Because people are sneakerheads and weird, and that'll happen. And they anyhow, like everything that I said that they should be doing was in their release statement. Like, these are not the final product. We're looking at what it should look like. You know, we're gonna set a standard. We're gonna have graders notes for everything. Like, I was like, oh shit, like that's kind of what I want. So like they're trying to come into the conversation, number one, because you know, like any good, you know, capitalists, like, oh, our competitors trying to screw us, let's go back at them. But also they're trying to come totally correct. Graders notes on everything. We're going to be really consistent. You know, we're working with you so that we can have the best looking slab, like all that stuff. Of course, now I'm just paraphrasing because I can't remember, but I was like, oh no, they need to come strong. And then I looked back, I was like, oh shit, they are coming strong. I was like, and the fact that they've got the jump on the, hey, pick up these ASICs and you'll get a PSA slab too, I'm a little more impressed. Now, again, they are still run by like a hedge fund or something. So I'm basically rooting for Dr. Doom to take on Lex Luthor or Lex Luthor to take on Dr. Doom, but it's the same shit, right?
Competition is good though, right?
Well, I mean, it's only good for us as a consumer, but as far as like, I want to spend my money with good people and small businesses and all that good shit. No, that's not what's happening here. It's Dr. Doom and Luthor going at it. I don't know what else to compare it to, right?
Well, so, because here's the thing. When you say hedge fund, when you say all these things, what it's telling me is it's going to be the same as what it's been before with any of these other companies, where I actually was like, you know what? One time I was like, you know what? I have quality assurance background. I want to see if they're hiring quality assurance analysts at CGC. And I went and I looked, CGC quality assurance analysts. They were trying to pay $17 an hour for a full-time quality assurance analyst, which was way under market for that kind of thing.
You can't pay McDonald's wages for quality assurance. Come on.
Oh, they get paid 20 now, don't they?
Quality assurance. Well, if you're in,
no, I'm talking about McDonald's. They get paid 20 now.
I don't know that. I've
seen 15. Like most of the time, I've seen 15.
I have no idea.
15 where I live is the starting.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, you go to work for Dunkin', they're gonna start you at $13.50 around here.
Mm-hmm.
And why shouldn't you? I need people to wipe asses. And I can't get them because we're only paying $13.50. It's like, yeah, I'd rather go mix a coffee for $13.50. Thank you very much.
What up, Lefteros? Thanks for coming through, homie.
Lefteros, what's up? Okay, Lefteros, you need to like get a proper sleep schedule. I'm in his Telegram group. That Telegram group is out of effing control. It is nonstop. Last night, I got up to pee, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. There's Lefteros posting in the group. I put that shit on mute this morning. I went to check on it this evening. I missed 300 and something messages. Out of control. But I love him. He works really hard, and he really loves comics and what that means to the community. So,
you know what's crazy about that? What Phil's saying down there? What's crazy about that is that most of California you can't, like, even if you're full time, that doesn't pay for an apartment.
Dude. I lived in California. It's very hard. I lived alone in California. It's very hard. And one thing I noticed very quickly is that the people my age, none of them lived alone, and they all had they either lived with their family or they had roommates and stuff. Nobody lived alone. It was crazy out there.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if is anybody going to use PSA? Is anybody planning to try them out?
Maybe.
Does anybody even grade?
I usually, any of my graded books that I have, which I only have a few, they're usually stuff that I found already graded on eBay. So,
oh my God, we'll ship. Damn, autocorrect. Damn.
Yeah, Chicago says that there's rumors that they may try and give out some great deals to steal customers, and I am definitely stealing.
Of course they will. Of course they will, because that's what you do. You know, especially if you're run by another hedge fund. Shit, burn some money to entice and allure us.
I'm for sale. I'm definitely for sale.
They already have an excellent. You're not for sale enough, Marcus. They already have an excellent. In the card community, they already have an excellent reputation. So now they're going to try and use it to parlay it into the comic community, just like CGC is trying to parlay their 80-ish% good reputation into the card thing, you know? And yes, CGC is great, but
I haven't heard people say that. That's not been the consensus from what I've heard recently, is that CGC is running circles around them. And especially in terms of turnaround times. Tell me, I don't know.
It was bound to happen eventually that they were going to figure that shit out. Because I remember a few years ago, everyone was complaining about.
It was crazy how long.
Well, that's because things got wild during COVID.
What happened? What happened with CBCS though? CBCS. I remember everybody going from CGC to CBCS, but I remember, I forget, Steve Brock. Is that the guy that was running CBCS at the time? Steve something, Borak, something like that. Anyway, he did an interview. He basically said that CGC is like 10 times their size. And I thought to myself, if people are dissatisfied with CGC, and let's say 20% of CGC's share goes to CBCS, they are going to overload CBCS because they're not that big, and that probably happened.
Yeah,
I want to know about the comment below that we have on the screen.
This one?
No, the one about $120,000 starting at Walmart.
Oh yeah, Nate's got the job.
So is this transportation meaning so basically like semi trucks and that kind of thing, or like what are we talking?
Transportation would normally mean, I'm assuming that's
I'm assuming truck drivers probably.
Yeah, I'm sure he can clarify.
Not when it says no experience required. Does that mean that Walmart has the ability to get you your CDL license and all that good stuff on site?
You got to show up with the CDL.
But
you says no experience.
Does that negate no experience required?
No, because getting your CDL doesn't mean you have the experience.
I guess that's the education and not the experience. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
We and I think Chicago makes a good point that it's more content for the YouTube community. We get to submit
more 3 to 6 hour videos.
It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be like, today I'm gonna open my CGC JSA slabs, my CBCS art slabs, and my brand new PSA slabs, and compare them. Get ready,
No, what I'm saying is somebody's gonna find some kind of little minuscule of drama and then draw that shit out 3 to 6 hours on a live.
PSA
9.9 out like that. Come on.
PSA dead on arrival. That's the first clickbait. PSA dead on arrival.
What up, Chaos?
Swaggle House will come out and be like, PSA, is it dead on arrival? That'll be it, right? You know, and then you sit there for 20 minutes.
Did he already do that already, or am I just imagining things?
No, he did already kind of do that.
Oh.
And then he'll do it again when the slabs actually show up. I'm like, they do it over again and rinse and repeat. And can I blame them? It's a formula that's working for them. Do I love it? Not really. Do I respect the game? Sure, you're doing your thing. You know?
People are clicking.
Send me them $2,000 freaking Tuesday checks from freaking YouTube. I'll put on Russian music and dance like a goddamn bear with the freaking tambourines. You know? You know?
Someone get that man a tambourine.
You know? I'll play J-Lo's Waiting for Tonight, dressed as a bear. Be like, waiting for tonight.
And you have to get different kinds of bear costumes. Like one, you've got the black bear. One,
Well,
you
if
got
I'm
the
getting
brown
those
bear. You got
$2,000
panda.
checks, girl, send me those big ass checks. Give me those big ass Perry checks. I will be dancing with freaking tambourines, cymbals, a xylophone, and
Like
different
go outside the bear area. Like maybe wear a cheetah costume or something.
Maybe we'll do the whole kingdom.
Wait. Are you the bear in the woods the women are talking about?
Hey, you know what?
If I am, they're having a fabulous time. They're like, woo, let's drop. What are we doing?
Oh, Lord.
Did I really hate that whole thing? I really hated it. Oh,
what's that?
The whole bear in the woods thing, the whole drama.
Do you guys understand that though? Like,
I understood it, but the practical side, like the practical, literal side of me, would go crazy every time. Like I understand what they're saying from a figurative standpoint.
You gotta go abstract, figurative, right?
I understand the concept, but like my literal side is like 80% of my brain, and so
I'm the same way.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you something very simple. It's real easy for me, and maybe because over the years I've learned something about empathy and compassion. Maybe that has something to do with it. But let me tell you something. It's real easy for me to put myself in a woman's shoes and think, oh shit, there's some dude coming towards me. There's a bear coming towards me. Guess what? Okay, that dude that I know nothing about, and I don't know what kind of truck he drives, and I don't know what that thing is in his hand as he's coming towards me. If I throw myself on the ground and play dead, I could still be assaulted. But that's the best. Throw myself on the ground and play dead, and I might be fine in 20 minutes. That simple in my eyes. That simple.
I think there are good points that people have in their arguments, and then there's terrible arguments that support that point, and there's good arguments that support that point. And I just don't feel like it's a very good argument supporting.
I can tell you, as a woman that has been attacked randomly, as a woman that has had to deal with the, every once in a while, just the fear of a random man nearby that's bothering me or whatever, that it's rough. And I choose the bear.
And that's why I made a joke about it, but in like real life, I try my best to keep my fingers away from my keypad whenever those videos come up, because I know what they're saying, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes or rain on anybody's parade.
It's obviously figurative. Like
yeah.
I always thought myself and asked myself, what's the point? Why am I doing this? What's the point? And then I delete it. That's what I was
right.
Sorry.
What up, people?
What up, Vog? What are you doing? How you doing, brother? Thanks for joining us. What's going on with you?
Oh, dude, I got some books to show.
We're playing show. We're playing show and tell. What's up? What do we got?
I was just on Paul's, as you know, he runs at the same time you do.
Oh, but, all good, buddy. All good, yeah.
And there were some punk kids. I hate those punk kids.
How was the show tonight? How'd y'all do?
It was awesome. We had Blaine Fable on. We had Fable.
Oh, the homie, man. I'll have to go back and watch that replay. I was with the kids tonight, so
it was awesome. He was on with us for like an hour, at least, hour 15. So I actually went to the LCS that sponsors Heroes Con. Heroes aren't hard to find. It's like 30 minutes from me. It's a nice LCS. There's one closer I like going to, but I'll probably go back to this one again eventually because they had a bunch of Golden Age, Silver Age, whatever. So I saw this Batman book, and people know I like Batman. I also like Catwoman, and this is a Tom King book. And I was like, ooh, I have to jump on this.
Oh yeah.
Is that Jim Lee?
No,
Who's the artist?
oh
Clay
gosh.
Man.
Clayman, yeah.
That's a great cover, man. Love it. Great book.
What's interesting about that story is I've always suspected that it reads better as a collected edition.
Yeah, I'll have to get the others eventually.
Everything reads better as a collected edition.
And then
What is that?
everyone
What is
knows
that
who my
not true
favorite
for?
artist is in the community for comics. It's Jenny Frison.
She's so pretty.
Ooh.
Oh,
her art is so pretty too. Yeah, that's great. I love her Wonder Woman style.
I feel threatened by that cover.
That one's sick. And then the last one, I'm not a huge fan of this last one, but I hope she's at Heroes again next year because I was hanging out with you, Marcus, and I was like, I want to meet Jenny. I want to meet Jenny. Jenny. We got this one too.
Oh,
nice.
Man,
Bonds, I got a Charlotte question for you.
Yeah, man.
How close is Heroes to I-85? Is it something I can like get off 85 and maybe drive 5 minutes to, or is it like deep in the heart of Charlotte?
I'm not really good with highways. I don't think it's that far if I had to believe.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Because I'm going. When am I going to North Carolina? I'm going to North Carolina
Next
end of
June.
August.
That's for sure.
Yeah, of course. I'm going end of August, and
darn,
and
I won't be
on,
there.
on my way up there, I need to find more comic shops that I can kind of veer off the road, and maybe in 2 or 3 minutes, one is sitting right there, so I can kind of get into. I don't want one that I have to like go 20 minutes into town on a road trip. I know
is there one that's in downtown
Where is your sense of
Charlotte where
adventure?
Heroes is? Charlotte's huge.
I usually have my wife with me, and she's definitely not trying to go that far into random towns following me to comic shops.
Yeah, I would never try and bring my wife. That sounds like a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what sounds like a disaster?
That sucks. Y'all have that problem.
Now I will say, last time I stopped at this Sailfish comic shop in Concord, it was pretty much right off of 85.
Never heard of it.
And yeah,
I'm in Charlotte.
I've been getting the exit number now, but
there's
it's
only 2 LCSs I go to. This one I'm gonna start going to more when I can. And the one I go to is called Rebel Base.
Independence Boulevard is Charlotte. What's on Independence Boulevard? Help me out.
It's a street. It's a busy street. It's hard to explain. Charlotte's huge. I'm really bad with
Yeah. We might need to get some better. We need to just hit the Google Maps, dog.
Why not? Yeah. So yeah. But I wanted to hop on for a little bit before you guys ended because Marcus is my homie, and he showed me around Heroes. He greeted me when I walked in.
Check out the Heroes Con video. I had a great time putting that together. Always a great time hanging out with all the homies.
That was so funny. How I reacted coming in was just so stupid funny.
Yeah, good times. We got Vogs. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and go.
All right. Well, before you go, we're getting ready to shut it down anyway. So tell us what you got going on your channel.
Well, we already know when I'm going to do next Thursday, so I'm going to do a live action of the new Batman show, but I won't be talking. Well, I'll be talking with you guys. I'll have my mic Luke so I won't get copyright.
All right, yeah, you always got to watch out for the copyright strikes. Check out that Kyle's of Comics 80 or Kyle's of Comic 87. Check out the homie. Always a good time. Thanks for jumping on, Kyle. I appreciate
Thanks,
you,
Kyle.
man.
Anytime.
Carrie, officially
Hey, that's
unofficial
me.
geek. What is going on with
You
you?
have now said it correctly twice in one show.
I've gotten practice, so I'm ready. I'm rocking
Congratulations.
and rolling.
So I haven't been doing much lately because, well, I was going through some health issues. So, but hopefully I can get all that together and do some stuff again. I've been talking to my boyfriend about doing a show where we talk about his experience watching Bridgerton.
Oh,
Nice.
God. What is the theme of that? Like just sheer terror, or like is it?
No,
like torture,
actually,
or...
he ended up really liking it.
Oh God! Like all seasons, or how did it
All
work?
of it.
Okay, then. All right.
See, what brought him in was because he found out about Nicola Coughlan, who plays Penelope, and he was like, "Oh my God, she's so adorable." So I was like, "Oh, okay, well, here, watch this," and then he got into it. So
I haven't heard a lot of dudes get into that one. I have heard tons of ladies, including my wife, get into that one. I've said it before, but like the first season, the black dude in that first season, I used to get mad. I would walk by and he'd be on the screen and be like, "Fuck him, dude. Why is he so
because he's so gorgeous.
Why is he so much better looking than me with this bullshit?"
Yeah, well, Nicola Coughlan has also been doing a lot of stuff lately, and she's going to end up being on the Christmas episode, the holiday episode of Doctor Who coming up. So that's going to be really cool. I'm really digging this actress and everything she does.
Steve is hoping that you're feeling better, Carrie.
Well, thank you.
And he definitely spelled your name wrong, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's definitely a way to spell Carrie. So
reminds me of Kerry Collins right there, quarterback for Penn State from back in the day.
Yes, sir.
Showing my age. Thank you for jumping on, Carrie. I appreciate you as always. Flash by Night Comics. What's up with you, my man?
Or Kerry Washington from Scandal. Wait,
which is also a connection to Shonda.
She's I think.
She's the I? Okay.
My wife loved that show. Oh, that show was ridiculous.
What, Scandal?
Yeah, absolutely absurd. Some of the writing in there just absurd.
Scandal was such a rabbit hole.
Absurd.
And then in every season, this got to go to a higher level and a higher level until like 4 seasons in, you've jumped over the cliff, and then you've got 2 more seasons of cliff jumping to go.
I used to watch that one a little bit with my wife.
Both Scandal and Bridgerton are written and produced by Shonda Rhimes.
I didn't know Bridgerton was Shonda. I didn't know that. That makes sense.
Yeah. Speaking of which, one day, maybe when I retire, and if I can still see, I do want to go back and try to watch Grey's Anatomy. But that feels like a long endeavor. Anyway, before we go, I make no promises. I've been making promises for weeks. I still haven't gotten to the Transformers book I want to get to, but I'm going to try to do Transformers Thursday. Try to go over issue 26, I think it is, and then I've got some unboxings to do. A couple of CGC books came back are on their way here from Heroes Con, and so I'll unbox those sometime soon. But yeah, besides that, you can find me here. You may be able to find me on TikTok if I don't get banned.
Are you pissing off? What are you pissing off? Who are you going to get banned for?
Nobody yet. I every once in a while I have an inkling to jump into somebody's Kool-Aid, and then I bring myself back from the ledge and go back to my wrestling and comic stuff. But every once in a while I see, political video. Let me push the destruction button.
You know what you want to accomplish.
Right behind you, Flash. Right behind you.
Yeah, I back away from the button, and post more comic stuff.
There you go. Post more comics. I'm with that.
And I'm going to make FOC great again. There we go.
One day we're gonna
one
get
day. I was late to the campaign trail today, or else I
Yeah.
would have done it today.
We need to get right to it, right? We need to get right after it before these rebels come take over.
I know they with their anti-FOC propaganda.
You know what's funny? I come ready for the FOC or the chill. I just let the vibe take me. Unfortunately, the vibe just keeps taking me to Fucksville because there's no FOC, no chill. I ain't sucked the dick yet with Marcus.
Whoa!
Nothing.
Shout out to TJ. Thank you for jumping on Flash by Night. Always appreciate you coming through, my man. Vogs, what's up, brother? What do you got going on? Anything going on with your channel?
Just some pre-recorded videos. I got to film a video on these coming up, and then I also got Brian LCS's The Doctor I have to record, and a bunch of other stuff.
Boom, the doctor is in the house. Check out Vogs. Their channel is in the chat. You can also find him on Tuesday now. Now, of course, you want to leave their show and come to mine at 8:30, but you can hang out with them for a little bit before. If you like.
Just a little bit.
Thank you for jumping on, Vogs. Always a good time. Thanks for always good to see you. I appreciate it. That is all we got this week.
Last but not least, Cliff.
Did I forget? Oh man, I did it again. I'm the fucking worst, dude. I'm the
Cliffy.
Cliff, man, the last and the most important person. Clifford.
I know it's so hard. I know I'm still very
I know.
in the community.
I don't know.
Haven't made an impact yet.
I'm the worst.
Marcus literally went over the cliff.
He did.
Really?
He went over. I'm the victim, and I had to fire the batarang down.
In my defense, it's way past my bedtime. But I'm Cliff. Council of Comics going strong. Cliff's going strong Saturday mornings.
Comics and Coffee with Cliff, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern. Come join me. Council of Comics, 5 p.m. Eastern Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern Mondays, 8 p.m. Eastern Wednesdays. Tomorrow night. Oh, I think I'm supposed to be on something somewhere. What's tomorrow night? What are we doing?
The 24th? Wednesday?
Are we doing? Is it Sector 2815 tomorrow?
I believe
not. Anyhow, the point is, I'm on the next Guest That Key. Whenever the hell that is, I'll be there. So check me out. And that's it. Also, I'm the first reigning champ of Izzy's comic book battles. So that's great.
What is comic book battles?
So Izzy tries to do this debate thing, and he's got you and your opponent, right? And then you each come up with a topic, right? And then one topic is chosen by the audience. It's kind of like a surprise. But the thing is like he jumped off the rails. DVH says that's next week. So next week I'll be on with Paul. All right. So the second episode, he immediately had 3 people. He had the whole Between the Lines Trinity on going at each other. And there were like extra innings of verbal combat. So like all I can tell you guys is like, please watch it because I thought week 1 was crazy enough. Week 2, super crazy. So now people just go in there and be like, I'm not even sure what's going on. And I'm like, listen, I won the first time and I can't tell you what's going on. So have a great time.
Debate.
My brother loves comic book battles. And Izzy planned it with Paul. So on the off week, it's comic book battles, and then the other week, the alternating week is Guess That Key.
There you go. And I saved the best for last with Cliff. It was all part of my design.
Hey,
not at all me being forgetful. What's up, Kyle?
What are you gonna do?
Man, I don't have anything going on right now. Honestly, guys, I've got this Dynasty thing I've got to get going and started. So I'm going to be kind of unplugged for the next week or two probably. But I will be back. College football 25 is back, and I was talking about it in the beginning. I've got a dynasty with 30 dudes in it. Frog Brawler is in it now.
What's
And,
your team you're taking control of?
I have not gotten to choose my school yet. We are drafting schools now, and it's taking all fucking day.
I am so upset that you're using the word dynasty, and it has nothing to do with Blake Carrington or Alexis.
With the old show. Sorry, talking college football, but I'm super focused on getting this dynasty set up.
I thought you talking about the Dynasty Football League, pro fantasy Dynasty Football League. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Not yet, but I've got that to worry about coming up, and I cannot wait for football to come back. College football is going to be lit this year, and the Chiefs going back to back to back is going to be lit.
Look, who let the Chiefs have one trouble wide receiver, and in exchange they get Hollywood Brown and they get like the fastest receiver in history at the combine? How do y'all do that?
Listen, I don't know your language, but I know
Veach we trust.
Receivers and wide receivers. It's a magic.
Later, Vox.
Bye, Vox.
In Veach we trust, brother. In Veach we trust. But yeah, I'm focused on the dynasty. I've got 30 or 29 dudes to wrangle, 29 cats, if you will, to wrangle into a franchise. So I've been focused on that. Also, I'm also focused on not sucking at the game. And then of course everything else I have to do. So I'm going to be out of pocket here for a little bit, but I'll be back. And of course, Tuesday night next week we'll be back for another FOC and chill. But that's all I got for y'all this week. Until next week, peace.